Hi, this is a very simple demonstration of um, a program that actually launches three separate threads. And these threads are actually running concurrently in the background. So let me tell you through. First of all, we've got a class called thread demo, and this extends the class thread. In other words, it's a subclass of thread. Anything in thread is inherited by thread demo. In particular, the run method, here we're using the run method, is inherited from the thread class. And we can actually specify within run. So I've got curly bracket here. This is what each thread is going to do, as specified by the run method. So it's an endless loop. And all I'm doing is to print out a specified word for a specified period. And if you notice, the constructor for thread demo takes two parameters. What is to be sent to the screen and the duration before it next does the action again. So I've got a fairly well defined, very straightforward thread whose behavior is 100% characterized by the run method. So here's my main method. Okay, so this is the when I launch thread demo, it's this that's actually going to execute. And the first thing that it does is to create a new thread demo object with U and 20 milliseconds plugged into it. And I'm going to start that up. And immediately on the end of the line, the thread is actually going to be created and it'll start running in the background. Secondly, I'm creating a second thread, and the role of this second thread is to simply put output R, the word R, in 150 millisecond intervals. And I'm starting that up. So away it goes. It's gone. It's starting to execute. And finally, I'm just writing a string nuts, and I'm going to repeat that every 250 milliseconds. And I'm going to start that. And that's it. That's all that my main method does. And remember, the main method represents a thread. So in this thread, before I terminate this curly bracket here, I'm doing three things. I'm creating a thread demo and starting it, another thread demo and starting that, and another thread demo and starting that. So just to illustrate what the output is going to be, and I should get an interleaving of the threads outputting U or not. So let's see this happen. I have no idea what it's going to look like. So here we go. Just run that. If I can get it to run. Here we go. Get that to run. And I'm getting this output. It's not being done in sequence. It's being done by three different threads outputting something to the screen per unit time, and the frequency of which each thread is going to execute what it's been asked to do will depend on its pause time. Okay, so this represents one of the several ways in which you can create and start a thread. This is subclassing the class thread, and we'll have the opportunity of looking at the other ways of creating threads.